It's Sunday morning on CBS, and here again is Charles Osgood.
Lionel Richie has been making music and making fans happy for a long time now, making him one of the few constants in a business that never stands still. Bill Whitaker has this Sunday profile.
Well, my friends, the time has come to raise the roof and have some fun.
4 decades after starting his meteoric rise to superstardom, and Lionel Richie is still packing them in. At places like the O2 Arena in London. Long after many of his contemporary stars burned out, Richie's still shines, these days with a warm glow. His generations of fans flock to bask in it.
We play the games that people play
as he romances his audience.
We made our mistakes along the way.
Women weep when he sings. Men
don't say much. They call my name and give the secret signal that says everything. Lionel.
You're all right, man.
You're all right, man. All right. Stick it. Hang in there, boy. You know.
Last year, he released his 14th solo album, Just Go, a collaboration with contemporary songwriters half his age.
I decided instead of trying to figure out what should Lionel Richie be, I'd pose that question to some of the greatest writers of the time.
Slade in!
Like chart-topping hip-hop artist Akon.
They know their generation, they know their technology, they know their sound better than anybody. The only thing I can deliver that's different is I sound like Lionel Richie. Can't change that sound.
So what is it like working with a legend?
Like, it's an uncontrollable, happy feeling. Like,
yeah.
I know a lot of artists would love to be in my position. Thank you.
In position to work with an artist who has sold more than 100 million records.
Bill, this is the blood, sweat, and tears room.
He's won a Golden Globe, an Oscar, 5 Grammys.
This thing is heavy.
Remaining a music heavyweight by never resting on his laurels.
Because the industry keeps changing. It's never the same. You can go to bed tonight and the style is this way. You wake up the next morning, the style has changed.
Richie's style certainly has changed since his breakout with the funky R&B band, the Commodores, in 1968.
I was a full-fledged, Afro-wearing, platform shoes-wearing Commodore.
He grew up in Alabama and went to Tuskegee University, where the 6 Commodores met as freshmen. Richie was planning to be an accountant. They soon found the stage had greater appeal and bigger rewards than the books.
It was the most amazing thing in the world for me when you pick up a microphone, you grab the band, and girls started screaming over and out. It was the beginning of something.
Something big. The band played at the top of the charts through the 1970s with funky beats and ballads.
3 times a lady.
They set out to be the Black Beatles. They ended up with a sound all their own.
You once, twice, 3 times a lady. Now nobody, not one R&B band in the world.
Nobody was doing that.
Was in this category. And if it worked, it was going to be amazing. If it didn't work, I'm out of business.
But it worked.
But it worked.
Richie's songwriting was working too. Endless Love, a duet he wrote and sang with Diana Ross, was Ross's biggest-selling single ever. That right on the heels of the smash hit Lady he wrote for Kenny Rogers. By the early 80s, Richie's star was outshining the rest of the group.
How'd they respond to that?
It wasn't good. It wasn't good because you could see the anxiety on their faces because, you know, it wasn't Lionel Richie and the Commodores. I was a Commodore.
These were your buddies?
Yeah, no, it was not even buddies. These guys were family.
But it was time to go. Richie broke from the Commodores to launch a solo career.
But there was definitely an upside.
That rocket took off.
Because I'm truly.
Flying solo, Richie's career hit warp speed. His first solo album sold more than 4 million copies.
Can't slow down, Lionel Richie.
His second earned 2 Grammys.
I want to say it. I want to say it. Outrageous! We have mics in front of us, but what we'll do is you lean in on your part.
Richie and Michael Jackson wrote the supergroup mega hit We Are the World for African Relief in 1985. Now a bona fide superstar, he was, like the title of his next album, dancing on the ceiling.
So you're constantly album tour, album tour, album tour.
Were you able to enjoy it?
You know, get a car to 100 miles an hour, roll down the window, and stick your head out the window. Tell me what you see. That's pretty much where it was going. You know, I remember little vignettes happening along the way.
Vignettes like closing the '84 Olympic Games in Los Angeles.
Say you, say me.
And winning the Oscar for Say You, Say Me from the movie White Nights.
For a dozen years, you were as big as they get.
It was man. And then, you know, at one point I had to just bail out. You had to just stop.
At the height of his career, exhausted, his first marriage breaking up, he went home to care for his ailing father.
I'm thinking it's going to be a couple of months, and then I'll get back to work. It was 2.5 years.
After his father died in 1990, Lionel Richie returned to music, only to find that music had moved on, R&B eclipsed by rap. Though his recent releases have been moderate hits here in the U.S., he remains a huge star in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. His fans adore him. Critics haven't always been so kind.
They have said, you know, sappy, cheesy.
Yeah. I mean, and then you realize the biggest gangster rappers in the world, the biggest heavy metal guys, sooner or later, they're going to say, I love you to somebody.
With Lionel Richie playing in the background.
Lionel Richie playing in the background.
These days, he's attracting a new generation of fans who have one burning question.
Are you Nicole Richie's dad?
His adopted daughter, Nicole, best known for her reality TV show with Paris Hilton, The Simple Life, was getting more press than Richie, and not all good.
It must be painful to see her as tabloid fodder.
Well, I told her when she got into it, I said, you know, when you say you want to be famous, what comes with that is the survival of it. Famous it looks simple, but it consumes you.
But now that she's the mother of his grandchildren,
the most amazing thing happened. She got it in balance.
Today, divorced from his second wife, at 61, he's got 2 younger children, a grand house, and he'll tell you, a good life.
As I'm sure somebody in Alabama would tell you, son, you've done well.
Done. I just say done good.
He makes it all sound so easy.
For years, I used to drive the Ferrari and I tried to drive it as fast as I could. And then I found out the secret to having a Ferrari. You want to drive it as slow as you can so people can see you in it. I've slowed it all down to the point now where I'm enjoying the ride.
I'm easy like Sunday morning.